Alrighty guys, welcome to another episode of my Let's Play of the Crew Beta number 2. And today, we're going to be taking the Street Spec Hot Rod from the Mexican border to Los Angeles. A cruise from the Mexican border to Los Angeles. Sorry, and this is the car that has a ton of exhausts, which is absolutely crazy. You'll probably see me looking back a couple times, and those two traffic cars cut each other off. Interesting. And hit each other. Very nice. So this is a very nice game. I talked about interiors in the last episode. Let's talk a little bit about the interior of this car. Now I've noticed that the interiors are actually done pretty realistically. The Viper has those older style analog gauges that have the lights around the borders of the gauges, and it's just a piece of metal. It doesn't reflect through the gauges like the newer ones do, but this one has this too, and it's just a pretty nice little detail overall that they did with the gauges. It makes the cars a lot more unique to each other. That goes to show that even though this game has very, very few cars in its inventory, very few cars up at launch, that goes to show that, what am I trying to say? Hold on. It goes to show you that even though this game has very few cars at launch, they focused a lot on the details of those cars. And it's the reason why they probably have so few cars in the game is because it's kind of hard to get, licenses to certain cars if this game is basically all about customization. Fail. Focusing way too much on the car while I was driving. I mean, just the overall detail you see with the cars, like when you activate nitrous, part of the car actually starts glowing and the road starts glowing with the blue nitrous flames that go on. Even though the nitrous flames would not be necessarily realistic on the real live cars, and I just can't drive. See, it's just a nice little glow on the road, and on the cars a little. Just that little amount of detail is just astonishing. I mean, as far as I know, Hot Pursuit does not even have that kind of detail on it, and ow! Kind of a slight delay to the... what am I trying to say? It is... whatever, I give up. I just can't think right now, I'm just worn out after all my classes. I just can't drive. I can't drive. At the time of this video. I couldn't drive at the time of this video. There's a landmark, which is locked, of course. But yeah, didn't bother to change the license plate on this car. It just says the Crew on it, but even so, that looks actually kind of cool. Where's your power, Hot Rod? Well, I just noticed that the red line's pretty... It's got a pretty big red line on the gauge. What? Yep, apparently I can't drive at all. Maybe it's the Hot Rod's handling that kind of screwed me over a little. Because the Hot Rod's more of a car for performance, not really handling. But yeah. Should have probably actually, I could not upgrade it anymore at the time because it's a beta. They limit you to level 10, that means you could only have level 10 parts and no more. No higher level parts than that. Yeah, I just can't drive at all. Ignore my bad driving, guys. If I drove a lot better, then I would have gotten to that destination a lot more faster than that. And just checking to see what's going on. Hey, it's Mr. Marlowe, aka Black Panther. Shout out for him. Even though I've never had him in one of my videos. Well, technically I have had him in my video since you saw him in my game. His I can't talk at all right now. I can't drive and I can't talk. Even though I'm recording this afterwards. What the heck? Yeah, okay, I think apparently I just wanted to check to see how my recording was doing. That's all. Because I'm a personal about making sure the video doesn't lag and stuff like that. Whoa! It's actually making the interior glow too, with the nitrous thing. That's a nice detail, a nice amount of detail. Very nice. I mean, I mean, don't go getting mad about a game with having problems and stuff like that, because there are going to be problems with a game this big at launch. I guarantee you that. I mean, yes, they are not supposed to have these kind of problems. They're supposed to work out the bugs, but keep in mind they've been working on this game for the past, I don't know how long, maybe 7 years or so. The concept has been around for about 7 years, maybe. But yeah, they've been working on this game for quite a long time, and it's a lot of work to try and get every single bug fixed in the game. So the best way they could have done that, they did that was with the betas that they had. Even so, they could not get every single one of those bugs fixed. They managed to get the handling at first was pretty good, not drifty. I liked the handling because it was pretty grippy and stuff. But then they changed it in the second beta, and it became too twitchy and pretty much a good combination between drifty and grippy. And then they fixed the handling yet again, and they got the twitchiness down. They brought the twitchiness, the sensitivity of the handling down on the cars a bit, and that is not even a lane. It's just, what the heck? Yeah, I am driving like a drunk person. That's not even a lane. Why are they even driving there? Looks like they programmed the paths in wrong for some of the cars. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just checking out the high beams of the cars and the beeps. And that was crossing some railroad tracks. But yeah, don't look at all the problems that a game has, guys. Because if you just look at all the problems that the game has, then yeah, of course you're gonna hate the game. But if you look at all the great stuff that they've done to it, minus the physics, which you could fix and get used to, then yeah, you can definitely appreciate this game completely. I mean, Forza 5 had a whole bunch of problems at launch. Well, not problems as in lots of microtransactions, lots of missing parts to the game that should have been there, but they never were. And then they were added in as DLC later on. So yeah, not every single game is going to be absolutely perfect, guys. Unless they spend like 10 years trying to develop it, like they're doing with Half-Life 3 probably. I don't know. But anyway, here we are. We're pretty close to the destination, the Los Angeles airport. So yeah, finally done with my drunk driving. Goodbye.